Today we're going to be taking a look at the B30 Plus. It's a laptop storage charging unit. I already pulled out the hardware that comes with it. It's just basically the wheels and a couple other things which we're going to come and see in just a second. There you go. That's the Artman B30 Plus. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs here, AC inputs. And you know, I like this top. It's a non-slippery surface, so you can actually put some laptops there, like temporarily or so, but you can use it in, you know, have general use for it. Let's take a look at the inside. You have 3 shelves really. 1, 2, and 3. So this is one of those the laptops I'm going to be using. These are Chromebooks, and this is for school that we're using it. I mean, they fit the bill for school. Here we go. This is one of them, and let's just make sure that it fits the bill. Yep, it closes just fine. My only worry here is that we don't have a padded surface. So that's just one thing I'm a little concerned, that it's going to be a little bit of a wear and tear for these laptops. But I guess we just gotta be conscientious of that and train students and teachers how to properly store away things without rushing and so on. This has 4 outlets, plug-in inputs, or outlets. We call them outlets, but anyways. And you have an on-off switch for that, so that this will control these 4. So let's take a look at the inside. I'm using my flashlight to kind of give you a better view. There's 4 holes in the back, and I just figured out the way they're gonna have to be placed. This one charges on USB-C, so I'm gonna have to place them this way, upside, so that the charging side is gonna be on that end, and I should be able to manage the wiring from behind and just keep it tidy up. And as you can see, there's some wire management clips there, so that I'm sure is going to be great for organizing this, because usually with these chargers or charging stations you might get really messy with the wires if you're not careful, or if you don't manage your wires right. And here in the back you see there's one large power strip. I think I counted 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually 16. So yeah, 16 plus 16 on this side. That's going to be 32 of them. And this is what I was talking about for managing the wires. If you look at the laptop here, I'm going to be able to easily just manage the wires, the actual chargers. And probably really what makes the most sense for me is to have the chargers here on top. Just organize them nice and neatly there, and then just manage the wires that are going to go through each computer. And that's going to be just a fun little project to manage. But this one promises a lot, just because of the way what it comes with. I can just easily see how good I'm going to be able to manage those connections. Easy access into the cabinet. So we'll get to that part. So it comes with 4 casters. Taking a look at the instructions, or the diagram rather. Let's see, we're going to have to just screw the casters. There's going to be this wire manager, and there's going to be this handle basically, which is, I guess, to make it for easy transport, you know, push it down the classroom or so, or for storage. It's now flipped upside down. I just gotta take this little styrofoam piece and this little cover. It even has, you're able to even manage your wires, or it's made so that the wires come from the bottom. These are the power cables that will go to the wall outlet. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 screw holes where we're going to put our casters. There we have it. You can just easily hand tighten it. One thing to point out is 2 casters do have stoppers right here, 1 and 2. This is the rear section. That's where the power cables are going to come out from. to plug it onto the wall outlets. All right, so I just noticed I just scratched this one pretty bad. That's one thing I'm not too happy about. Yeah, I think I would probably not use the full 30 because there's a chance of scratching at the edges. So we'll see about that. All right, so I went through my the tools that it comes with. Those are the tools, not that one, but 1, 2, 3. A bag with screws and washers. This hex tool and this other one, which basically this one you can use to tighten up your casters. If you want to just secure them a little more. And same thing here. Right, I don't like to over tight things. I mean, this is not going to be moving around that much, or it's not going to be affected by that. I want to just make them snug, that's it, but not over tighten them. I want to make sure that I can loosen it up whenever I need to, if I need to. So to install the cable management part, the little bar, we're going to need just the bar itself and just a couple of screws. And for that we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Phillips head. Alright, there's number 1 and that's number 2. So I was able to pry it open. I had to force it out. I couldn't see, and as I'm looking at it here, it's got a little hole here. So this has 2 clips on the side. So how do you get to them? This is really intended to be done, not to be put on, and it's just basically should be loose like the instructions shows there, just separate. But in my case, for some odd reason, they came together. So I'm gonna have to just kind of do the same thing with the other side. So here you go. My second run was a little better. You can do this with a flathead screwdriver or so, but what I did, I went ahead and used this and just started pushing out. And you see how it starts separating, and there it goes, it came out. So yeah, I don't think with your bare hands you can do it unless you're a super strong guy, but it came out much better. I didn't harm anything in general there. With the other one I did do a little bit of damage, but nothing that it's going to be seen. So for those, you're going to be using this hex tool. Make sure that you put the washer here. Sorry, I'm using one hand and trying to record at the same time. Let's do this rather. Get that in there. Now, just and there. I'm just gonna hand position it to get it to the point where I can start tightening it. And there we go. This you want to make sure is a little more, or that is actually, you tighten it up really good, because this piece you're going to be grabbing back and forth. Let's try to get one extra, really get a couple of good tight turns, and there we go. I'm happy with that. And then we'll put the nice little covers that came with it. They just slide in. And one, and this is the one that I kind of messed up a little bit, but they shouldn't have a problem. Okay, there you go. Looks nice. So now that it has the handle, it can easily be moved around. I'm over carpet now, but you can see I'm easily moving it. Of course, it's going to get heavy. It's going to have 30 laptops, 30 give or take laptops. I think I'm going to do 30 at the bottom, 28 at the bottom, and 2 or 4 at the top, the top shelf, or 2 at the top shelf, just so I can fit the most, but without having to, the sides. I see easily that it's going to be a problem for where I can start scratching the laptop. One thing I didn't show you is it's got 4 keys. So there they are. The thing again, that you can have them secured in the cabinet, so that people that shouldn't be using them don't have access to them. So there you have it. That's the cabinet. This is the rear section of the cabinet where the power strips are at. Remember, those cables are going to go down through those holes, so that that part is nice. It's going to be nice, and you can lock that part too. The top has this nice rubbery surface, which I like, non-slippery, so you can have your equipment there. It's not going to be just rocking back and forth. And then you have your shelves here and your keys so that you can secure the cabinet. So in the next video, we're going to be actually setting up our laptops and figuring out what's going to be the best setup, at least for me, for this 15-inch laptops. This probably will be even better with 14-inch laptops or 14 inches or smaller, but it fits 15 just right. I think that's what it's supposed to be the max for. So we'll take a look at that. All right, I'll see you on our next video for this nice little cabinet by Artman.